Hi everyone, it's Bonnie with Bee's Indie channel. So I know that I have not posted a video in like 2 weeks, but things have been crazy. I just released my new book, Stranger. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about today's video. I'm going to be going over creating covers in PowerPoint. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to be pretty fun. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. You probably already downloaded some fonts that you like, that look good for the cover that you have in mind. And I'm just going to assume that you've also downloaded your cover picture. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up PowerPoint here and just kind of give you guys an idea of what I do. So we learned kind of the basics of PowerPoint last time that we were going over this in the last video. These are two covers that I've created with PowerPoint. The dimensions will change quite a bit, and you will see the dimensions generally whenever you go into Create Space and begin working on building your cover. It'll give you an idea of, what the dimensions need to be. So in this case, anytime you want to change the dimensions of your slides, go to Slide Size, Custom Slide Size. Now this one right here is 11 by 8. So in this case, this must have been what PowerPoint gave me, and if it didn't, then I've already entered that in. But generally, you're going to come here and you're going to put whatever it is that your dimensions need to be. So in this case, we're going to do 11 inches by 8 inches. Whenever you do that, you go to OK. Now, whenever you change it, let me see if I can. Let's just say that we want to maybe take away the width a little bit. Again, you're going to see all of this whenever you go into Create Space to get your cover started. It will tell you. And I'll actually try to get a video of that. So whenever you do that, maximize Ensure Fit, you're always going to go to Ensure Fit. Bam. In this case, as you can see, it shrunk my cover quite a bit. So, but that's just because I changed those dimensions. So those dimensions are going to vary depending on the size of your book, depending on the size of the spine. That all comes down to basically how long the book is. Here what I have is two of my covers. This one is for Stranger, which is my newest book that released on the 24th or 21st, sorry. I should know this. But basically covers are generally they're pretty simple. It all just depends on what exactly you're trying to portray in your story. You always want to kind of tie it in a little bit with whatever it is that you're writing. So in the case of Stranger, which is my tribute to Beauty and the Beast in my Happily Never After collection, these two images struck me because they are definitely what I was looking for this particular story. Same can be said with this full image that I put here for Snuffed. Now, in this case, with the Stranger cover, these are basically images that have been placed in here. And then I've kind of built on top of those. So I kind of have an idea of what my dimensions need to be based on what Create Space has shown me. And now I know that this is the size that this particular slide needs to be. Again, whenever you just save these pictures, I'll show you how to do it. You should have already changed your export resolution settings for PowerPoint. And if you have not, be sure to refer to that video that I did. So this right here is going to be a paperback cover, as is this one. Both of these are paperback covers. Now here I have another slide where this right here is going to be our ebook cover, and this is the ebook cover for Snuffed, and you can also change the size of that. So for an ebook cover, you are going to either want it to be 5 by 8 or 6 by 9 usually. So let's go ahead and get started. We're just basically going to play around and see what we can do. Now basically how I normally do these is I will have a PowerPoint presentation kind of setup. So I'll show you guys how to do that. I'm going to go to Save As just on the actual presentation, and then we're going to go here and we're going to type in ebook covers, and then obviously you can save that wherever you want to save that. This is not going to save it as a picture. This is actually saving this PowerPoint presentation right here, which is what it's called because PowerPoint is generally used for presentations. So we're going to go ahead and save that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Home, and since we're going to start building another cover, we're going to go to New Slide. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And actually, don't press the drop down, just press the New Slide button. These, you can click them, delete, you can stick a picture over them, it doesn't really matter, I generally just delete them. Go to Insert Pictures. I got my stock images right here, so I'm going to go ahead and open those up. And let's see, what are we going to do here? Now, stock images, basically, you just have to find an image that is going to be good with the font that you have or something like that. This one looks fun, so. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to go ahead and blow this up here. I'm going to just try to plop her just on the cover. Okay, so you'll see over here where anything outside of the slide that we sized is not going to show in the actual presentation, but just for the sake of not getting confused, go ahead and crop the picture because it can throw you off whenever you're placing your fonts in there and stuff like that. So we're just going to crop it down. Boom. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and insert a font in here. So insert text box. You can also use WordArt. WordArt is basically pre-made, shadows. Some of them have like an inner shadow, so bubbles, stuff like that. Or you can just go ahead and just enter in a text box, which I'm going to do right now. So we'll just name this test. And since I'm already pre-making this cover, if anybody is interested in it, I'd be more than willing to give this away, just the ebook cover, first come, first serve. So we'll go ahead and do that. So for this particular picture, it kind of looks, like maybe we need a font like that. Okay, so you know what, we'll just put, instead of test, we'll put title so we don't. Okay, so we got the title in there. We're gonna go ahead and blow that up some more. So let's just pretend like this is your title, okay? Let's just pretend. And again, it's all about placing things, wherever it is that you want to place them. In this case, you just kind of have to play around. Honestly, I think the title would probably look good right there. I think this is probably going to be a bottom of the. You know what bothers me whenever I see fonts like this and I just feel like the word is spelled wrong. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and what we can do here is we can give it a little glow if you want. So you can go to, let's go here. We're going to go to a shadow and let's give it a shadow. I kind of like the black shadow on it. Or of course you can go with all kinds of different colors if you want to do. Maybe a blue wouldn't be too bad on this one right here. So, I mean, you can make it pop. You can, you can make it glow. I mean, whatever it is that you want to do there. Okay, so in this case, I feel like this is one of those covers where author name would have to be up here just because I don't know. So what we're going to do is we are going to find a font for that. I'm neither here nor there whenever it comes to the size of the author name. I know there are some authors that like it bigger, some like it smaller. It really doesn't matter to me whenever I build my covers. I mean, usually my covers are going to have the same layout. This is usually what I go for, but everybody's different. So, and then what you could do up here is you could go to Insert Text Box, and if you're a best-selling author, You can put it up here, and then you can change up that font as well. So it really is just all about playing around. And in this case, I would actually make this white. So an ebook cover, pretty simple. Ebooks, you want to be sure you want to have the title big. You want to have an image that is going to be easily viewed on a thumbnail, because it's going to be quite a bit smaller than this in Amazon. So whenever you do that, you go to Save As, and then we're going to go to, I'm just in this random folder right now. Just in this random folder, which I do this quite a bit. We're just going to save it under Stranger. Okay, so just like we did the last time, you're going to go here, go to JPEG, and then we're going to change this to ebook cover text. So basically, that's basically what I'm going to save it as. Go to just this one, and basically that's it. It's pretty easy. So I wanted to take a video real quick also to show you guys kind of how it works as far as your dimensions go. So right here, print quality would be achieved with an image of 12.95 inches wide by 9.5 inches high. That at least has a resolution of 300 dpi. So basically, that is what I'm talking about whenever you are creating your cover. You want to make sure that you enter in the appropriate size as far as what your slide needs to be. And then also you want to be sure that, because if you highlight this right here, you'll get kind of an idea of where your spine needs to be. All you have to do is just highlight that and create space. And that will give you an idea. This is a pretty thick book, so I know that this is not going to go outside of the realms that it needs to be in. And it's lining up pretty well right there, as you can see. And that's it. So it's a pretty easy process. A lot of it is just getting used to PowerPoint and just kind of having fun with it. I actually really enjoy making graphics and covers. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I hope that this video helped, and until next time, I will see y'all later, and y'all have a fantastic day. I will be posting this Sunday, so I will see you guys then. And this time, I'm actually going to take a little bit of a break between tutorials before I move on to teaching you guys how to format. I'm going to actually be doing a book review. So it's going to be fun. So next week, this coming Sunday, I'm going to be back with a review of Erin Lee's new book, which I heard that she actually included one of my books in the story. So I'm really, really excited about it. So I'm going to be reading an excerpt from that book next Sunday, and I'll be doing a review. So I'll see you guys then. Y'all take care.